right? So numbers inside bracket 500 plus. When you have continuous division, you know that first number comes in numerator, remaining numbers comes in. So product of 0.4 and 0.02, that is 0.008. The same we can write it as 8 by 1000. How many times? 3000 times plus 500 total. So upon 3500, what percentage is 3150? That's what we need to calculate. What is 10% of this number? 350. 350 less than that number is 3150 only. 10% less meaning 90%. Next, 42. Let's first calculate right hand side number. 6 square divided by 5. 7.2 plus 5.3. 12.5. So right hand side number is 12.5. X goes to right hand side. 12.5 comes in denominator. Correct? 4 how many times? That means 368 by 4 only. 4. 90 2 times plus 8. So numerator left hand side 100. Right hand side 12.5 comes to denominator. 100 by 12.5. 8. Right hand side number 1.2 plus 0.4. How much is that? 1 point. Squaring on both sides. 1.6 square in the sense that is 2.56 only. Under root gets cancelled. We have a bracket and divide it by 5. 5 goes to right hand side and multiply with 5. Come on. So this number, take 10 times and half of it. 10 times of this number. 25.6. Half of that number. 12.8. That is equal to 24 divided by 15 into x. Correct? 24 by 15 goes to right hand side, or otherwise cancellation with 3. 8 times here, 5 times here. 5 goes to right hand side. 12.8 into 5, 64. X is equal to divided by 8. First option. Yes. 86 minus 32. 54 into 6 divided by 12. 6 2 times. 54 by 2. 27 can be written as 3 to the power of 3. 5 times of this number. 10 times and half. How much is that? 7 plus 1.5 times of this number. 1 time plus half time. 1 time is 5.6. Half of that number 2.8. Both together 8.4. So far positive number sum is 15.4. From that we have to subtract this number. 2.5 can we write it as 10 by 4? 2.8 10 times 28 by 4. 7. 7 gets cancelled. Plus 7 minus 7. Answer 8.4. 5 17s 85 gets cancelled. 4 into 15. 35% of 60. That's what we need to calculate. Correct? What is 25%? Come on. 15. What is 10%? 6. 25% plus 10%, which is 35 only. 15 plus 6. 21. .4. Can we write it as 4 by 10? Matladali. 64 by 4 by 10 whole square. 4 square. 16 by 10 square. 100. That comes to numerator. Matladali. 16 how many times? Which is 400 only. Now right hand side 160 is there. That goes to right hand side, which is minus 160. How much is that? 2, which is 6 into x square only. Then x square value is equal to divided by 6. That is equal to 40. If x square is 40, x is under root 40. Come on. 40 can be written as 4 into 10. Root 4. 2. And then root 10. This is x value. $55 divided by 2. 2.5. Matladali. So far we have 11, 9 by 10 positive number, negative number 2.5, correct. 11 minus 2, how much you get? Come on, 9. 11 minus 2, 9. 9 by 10 minus 1 by 2, is that going to be positive or negative? 9 by 10 minus half, positive or negative? That means you will get answer in 9 something only. There is only one. Otherwise you treat 1 by 2 as 5 by 10. 9 by 10 minus 5 by 10, which is 4 by 10, which is 2 by 5. Right? So we have bracket for first two numbers. So what do I identify is common factor for 80 comma 180. 20 only. Come on. If you take under root 20 common, how much is left in first number? Root 4. What is root 4? Next, second number. 9. Root 9. 3 into. Again, for 125 and then 20. What is common factor? Root 5. If you take root 5 common, how much is left? Root 25, which is 5, plus root 4, 2. Now, here everything is multiplication only. Root 20 into root 5. Root 100. How much is that? 10. 2 plus 3. 5 plus 2. Total 10 into 35. Answer 350. Yes. Now the question is about only 10 powers. I will concentrate only on 10 powers, if possible 5 multiplications. Do you have 5 multiple in 128? No. How much is that? 10 power minus 6 to the power of 2, right? That is 10 power minus 12. 10 to the power of minus 12 into 160. We need only 10 powers, right? 160, there is 110. Positive or negative? Okay. Divided by 2 power 18. There is no 5 multiple, not 0. 10 to the power of minus 6. If denominator value comes to numerator, instead of writing this 10 power minus 6 in denominator, can I write it as 10 to the power of 6 positive number? 10 power minus 12 into 10 power minus plus 7. How much is the value? 10 power minus 5. Answer minus 5, fourth option. Left hand side, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus b 13, a minus b 3, 13 threes 30. Here also it is in the form of, otherwise as it is 6 square and 4 square, we can easily calculate. 6 square minus 4 square, value 20 goes to left hand side, becomes minus 20. How much is this? That means 1045 by x is equal to 19. Then x is equal to 1045 divided by 19. Correct? When you see 1049, is it 11 multiple? Then denominator also, it has to be 11 multiple. Answer must be 11 multiple. Come on. Look at your options. How many 11 multiples are there? Only one. Yes. 80%. How do you write that? 4 by 5 into 4 by 5. 16 by 25. Plus or minus? Plus. 20%. How do you write? 1 by 5 into 3 by 5. 3 by 25 plus x is equal to 1. Can we write 1 as 25 by 25 for simplification? How much is this? 19 by 25. When it goes to the other side, x is 25 minus 19, which is 6 by 25. 6 by 25. If you multiply both numerator and denominator with 4, you get 24 in numerator, denominator 100. The same we can write it as 0.24. (27) divided by 0.2. 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10. 27 by 2 by 10, that comes in numerator. How much is this? 135 minus 14. 121. Under root of 121. 11 plus. Again, 16 by 0.4 can be written as 4 by 10, which is 160 by 4. How much is that? 40 plus 9. 49. Under root 49. 7. Answer. 17. 5 times 85. 68. 4 times 84 minus 54. 30 is equal to 45 by x. Then x is equal to 45 by 30, which is 1.5. Done? Matladali. Plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. How much is left? 3. Now positive fractions. 5 by 6 plus 1 by 3. 1 by 3, can we write it as 2 by 6? 5 by 6 plus 2 by 6. 7 by 6. And then minus 1 by 2, right? Minus 1 by 2, can I write it as 3 by 6? Minus 3 by 6. Numerator 4, denominator 6. 4 by 6, 2 by 3. 3, 2 by 3. Interest earned on a certain sum when invested for 2 years at 20% per annum, compound interest compounded annually, is equal to the interest earned when 4,400 is invested for 5 years at 8% simple interest per annum. What was the sum invested in compound interest? Assume x rupees invested for 2 years at 20% per annum. How much interest we will get? So this interest is equal to interest obtained on 4,400 for 5 years at simple interest per annum 8%. How much interest we will get? 40% calculated on 4,400 only. Come on. Percentage can be cancelled. 44 100 times, then x is equal to 4,000. Yes. Train A traveling at a 72 km per hour can cross a platform of length 213.5 in 19 seconds. How much time would train A take to completely cross a train B 313.5 meters long, traveling at 36 km per hour in opposite direction in which train A is traveling? Right. So first of all, we need to know length of the train A. It is traveling with 72 km per hour and crossed a platform in 19 seconds. So distance traveled in that case is equal to train length A plus platform length, which was 213.5. Distance in the sense speed into time. Speed 72 km per hour converts to meter per second 5 by 18. And the time taken 19. 18. 4 times. 4 into 5. 20. 20 into 19. 380. Then A value is equal to minus 213.5 only, which is equal to 166.5. Clear? This is length of train A. Now it crosses train B of length 313.5. Then distance covered is equal to train length 1 plus train length 2. Correct? 0.5 added to 313.5. That becomes 314. Matladali. Now both sum together 480. The question is about time, right? Matladali. Time in the sense distance by speed. In which direction they are moving? Opposite. Then relative speed is s1 plus s2. 72 plus 36. 108 kilometer per hour. Convert into meter per second. 5 by 18. 18. 6 times. 6 into 5. 30. 480 by 30. 48 by 3. 16 seconds. Over. The sum of percentages of Isha and Sita is 65. The respective ratio between Isha's age 23 years ago, Sita's age 9 years ago was 5:6. What is the difference between present ages of Isha and Sita? Okay. Now, sum of their present ages is 65. But in the question it was mentioned ratio Isha's age 23 years back. That means from the present sum we have to subtract 23 years. Come on. And for Sita they are going 9 years back. That means we have to even subtract 9 years also. 9 and 23 both together 32 years. 32 years subtracted from 65 remaining. Come on. Now this 33 is divided in the ratio 5:6. How many parts? 11 parts is equal to 33. 11 3 times only. 5 3 times 15. 6 3 times 18. 15 years was Isha's age 23 years back. Correct. Then to get present age of Isha we have to add 23 years, that becomes 38. Matladali. And Sita's age 9 years back was 18. Then present age of Sita is equal to 9 plus 18, which is 27. Question is about sum of difference of their ages. Difference of their ages 11 years. Sonam invested 6,000 in scheme A, which offers simple interest at 12% per annum for 2 years. After 2 years, she invested the whole amount received from scheme A in scheme B, which offers compound interest at 20% per annum for 2 years. What is the near integer interest received by her from scheme B after 2 years? Multiple options are there. 6,000. Yes. First option, final answer. See, from scheme B, it is calculated compound interest for 2 years at 20% per annum. What percent interest we will get? 44. Should be 11 multiple. Can it be first option? 3 plus 7 plus 6, 16. Other 2. 2 plus 3, 5. Difference 11 multiple? Yes, that may be your answer. Hold it. 3 plus 1 plus 4, 8. Other two numbers 13. Difference? No. 3 plus 9 plus 2, 14. 14 is now? Right. 1 plus 1, 2. Difference? Can it be your answer? No. 3 plus 8 plus 2, 13. Other alternate 7. Difference? No. 3 plus 1 plus 4. Come on. Other alternate 8. Difference? 11 multiple? Yes. So when you go for 11 multiple, there are two possibilities. First option and then fifth option. Answer is one among those two. Matladali. What is initial principle? Initial principle is 3 multiple, right? Then Amount received from that also is 3 multiple. Now this money is invested in another scheme where on 3 multiple, whatever percentage you calculate, that is also again to be 3 multiple. Is your first option 3 multiple? Yes. Is your fifth option 3 multiple? No. Eliminate. First final. Otherwise, you'll have to calculate. Initial principal 6,000. Simple interest for 2 years at 12% per annum, which is 24%. Come on. 24% in the sense 25% minus 1%. 25%. 1500. 1500. 1%. 60. Then both together 1440. Then amount received is 7440, which is invested in another scheme for compound interest at 2 years per annum for at the rate of 20% per annum. That means 44% will get 10%. You mean to say you need to calculate 44% of this particular number. Yes. If you go with last digit verification, answer must end with point. 4 into 4 ends with 6. Answer must end with 0.6. 44%, if you delete percentage symbol, you'll have to write 100 in the denominator. Matladandi. 0, 0 gets cancelled. Now numerator ends with 6, but denominator have 10. That means answer should have 0.6. The height and base of a triangle are in the ratio 7:6. If the area of the triangle is 525 square centimeters, what will be the perimeter of the circle whose radius is equal to base of the triangle? Okay. Perimeter of the circle. That's what we need to calculate. Okay. 11 multiple avali. Yes. 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 Possibilities ekku hotayi. Chalo. 525 is area of the triangle, which is half base into height only. 7 parts into 6 parts. 2. 3 times. 7 threes. 21. 2 times. 42. 10 and then 5. 21. 5 times. P square is equal to 25. Then P is equal to 5 only. Matladali. Then base of the triangle is equal to 6 parts. That is equal to 30. Matladandi. That is equal to radius of the circle. The question is about perimeter of the circle. Perimeter 2 pi r only. 2. 22 by 7 r 30. That means your numerator ends with. Matladali. Numerator ends with 0 kada. Numerator ends with 0. Agreed or not? In your numerator, do you have any 7 multiple? So you are not going to get integer as your answer. Matladandi. Second and fifth final answer cancelled, right? And you know that your numerator ends with 0. Let me verify that. 7 into 8 ends with 6 plus 4 ends with. Here numerator is ending with 0. Third option. 7 into 0. 0 plus 3. Can it be your answer? 7 into 0 plus 2. Can this be your answer? Eliminate. First option, final answer. ABC started a business. The respective ratio of investments of A and B was 3:5 and that of B, C was 15:11. All of them invested for equal period of time. The difference between share of annual profit, C's share of annual profit was 1120. What was the total annual profit earned by all of them together? AB ratio, BC ratio is given. Who is common? B. B in first ratio, 5 parts. Second ratio, both must be same, right? So for that reason, we'll multiply first ratio with 3. Then it becomes 9, 15, 11. Investments are same. That's what they said. Correct. Investment time periods are same. Then investment ratio is equal to profit sharing ratio. Then total how many parts we have? 35 parts. Correct. 1120 is difference of B's share and then C's share. which is equal to 4 parts, then one part is equal to by 4. Question is about total profit, which is 35 parts. 4 2 times, 8 times, and then 0. Yes, you have a 0, there will be 0. Matladali. 35, is it 5 multiple? In 28, do you have even number? Matladali. 5 multiple and even number ends with 0, right? How many? Once calculation are complete. $11.20 is difference between B share and then C share. Difference in terms of parts, 4 parts. One part is equal to by 4. Total profit is 35 parts into 35. 4 28 times we have, and then a 0. Because of 1 0 there will be 0. Even number multiplied by 5 will give you one more 0. That means answer should have 2 zeros. There is only one. "18 men can finish a piece of work in 32 days. 8 men started working and in 9 days they could finish certain amount of work. If it is required to finish the remaining work in 21 days, how many more men should be added to the existing workforce?" Right. 18 men can complete the work in 32 days. 8 men started working and worked for 9 days. That means total work is equal to 18 men worked for 32 days. This is what the total work, correct? Now, this total work is done in 2 parts. Already 8 men started and they worked for 9 days and remaining. And to complete the remaining work, how many days we have? So now, to complete this work in 21 days, how many members are required? If that's what the question, we can directly write X. But the question is how many more people are required? Already how many people are there? 8 people. So to the existing force, let us assume we are adding X more people. Yes, right. 8 into 9. Come on. So for some time, can I write this number 8 as 4 into 2? Can I write this as 4 into 2 into 9? That is 4 into 18 only. That goes to the left hand side. Already 18 32 times we have. Minus 18 4 times in the sense. Finally 18 how many times? Matladali. 20. 8 plus x is equal to divided by 21. 7. 4 times. 3 times. 6 times. 24. X is equal to 60. Over. Madhav out of his monthly salary pays 25% towards loan EMI and spends 30% on buying phone from the remaining amount. So far how much is over? 50. Remaining. So out of this remaining 45%, the respective ratio between amount he gives to his mother and the amount left with him is 4:5. That means how many parts we have? 9 parts is equal to 45. 1 part is equal to 5. So amount given to mother is 4 parts. 4 into 5, 20. Amount left with him is 5 parts, which is 25. Now, if he gives 6,500, 6,800 to his mother, what is his monthly salary? That means 6,800 is equal to 20% value. 1% is this much. Salary is 100%. 20. 5 times. 5 times of the number, 10 times and half, 10 times 68,000, half of that number 34,000. Yes. In a village, 70% of registered voters cast their vote. In the election, only 2 candidates were contesting the election. A won the election by 400 votes. B received 1200 votes. How many registered voters are there in the village? Okay. 70% casted their vote. And contestants are 2 members, A comma B. A won the election by 400 votes. That means total number of votes casted were 70%. And can I can I also say number of votes received by both the contestants is equal to 70%. And you know that B already got 1200 votes. Who won the game? A won the match, right? A won the election. By how many votes? That means A should get 400 more votes than B, right? That means that must be equal to 1600. How much is this? 2800 by 70 percentage into 100. 0, 0 gets cancelled. 7, 4 times. Answer 4000. A mixture of 120 liters of milk and water contains 30% water. 40 liters of this mixture is taken out. Out of 120 liters, if 40 liters is taken out, how much is left? And in 80, we have milk and water. Even in this also, water must be 30%, which is equal to 24 liters. Remaining 56 must be milk only. What quantity of pure milk should be added to the remaining mixture so that the respective ratio between milk and water becomes 3:1. So to this you need to add only milk component, right? Finally the ratio between milk and water must be 3:1. So now what is the quantity which is not changing? Water. Water is 24 liters only. From ratio it must be 1 part only. Then milk must be 3 parts, right? 3 times of 24, 72. That means how much quantity should be added here? 16 liters of milk must be added. When an article was sold for 924%, of profit earned was P percentage. When the same article was sold for 1050%, profit earned was P plus 15%. What was the value of P? Earlier what was the profit percentage? Now it is increased by that 15% is just because of difference between both the numbers only. If 924 becomes 1025, increased by number increased by 126 because of 126 rupees only 15% gap we have. So can I conclude 126 rupees is equal to 15%? Now from this I would like to calculate 924 is equal to what percentage? Yes or no? Come on. Right. So that means this is equal to what is 8 times of this number? 8 times. Satisfy avutunda? 800, 160. No. 7 times. Last digit kuda work avadu. Okay. Sare. Pani cheddam. 15 into 924 by 126. 6 21 times. 6 once, 5 times, 4 times. 21 7 times కాదు కదా. 7 3 times, 7 22 times, 3 5 times, which is 110%. If you are selling it at 110%, how much profit is made? And the question is about find the value of P only. P was profit percentage in the first case, which is 10%. The sum of digits of a positive 2-digit number is 11. If 27 is subtracted from the number, the digits of the original numbers gets reversed. What is the original number? Okay. Now, condition says sum of both the numbers is 11. When you go and verify options, every option satisfies. Come on. From the original number, if you subtract 27, they said number gets reversed. This is xy, this is yx, correct? So which number is more? Original number more or interchanged number is more? Or cannot be determined? Is the original number bigger one or the interchanged is bigger one, or cannot be determined? Original number must be more, right? Because from that only we are subtracting. So original number is more. Am I right? That means x must be more than y, right? అంతే కదా. టెన్స్ ప్లేస్లో ఉండే నెంబర్ యూనిట్స్ ప్లేస్ కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి. అగ్రీడ్? ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ నో, థర్డ్ ఆప్షన్ నో, రిమైనింగ్ ఫాలోస్. కరెక్ట్? If you subtract 27 from this number, will you get number interchanged? 47, yes? Second final answer. See, if you can't declare that x is greater than y, no worries. From this subtract 27, how much you get? 20. Is this number obtained by interchanging the digits? No. From this, if you subtract 27, how much you get? 47. Is this number obtained by interchanging the digits? Yes. Second final. Got it? The respective ratio of speed of the boat downstream and speed of the water current is 4:1. That means m minus s or m plus s? Hey pillalu, m plus s is equal to 4 parts. S is equal to, then m is equal to 3 parts. The boat takes a total time of 6 hours to travel 36 kilometers upstream, same distance downstream. 36 kilometers traveled in upstream. Upstream speed m minus s, how much? Matladali. Same 36 kilometers covered in downstream. And the time mentioned? 2, 18 times. 4, 9 times. 27 by p is equal to 6. P is equal to 27 by 6. Now the question is, what is the speed of the boat downstream? Downstream in the sense 4 parts only. Matladandi. 4 into 27 divided by 6. 3, 2 times. 9 times. 2 times. 18. Average score of boys in a class is 44 and the average score of girls in the class is 40. The total average score of the class is 42.5. Which method we are supposed to use? Allegation. What is the respective ratio between number of boys to number of girls? What was boys average? Girls average? Both class average? 42.5. Go for allegation. 2.5. Come on. 1.5. Cancellation. 5 times, 3 times. The product of radius and diameter of the circle is 882. Diameter in the sense 2r only. Product of r and then 2r, which is 2r square 882. Then r square is equal to 441. R is equal to 21. If the area of the rectangle is half the area of the circle, length and breadth, length of the rectangle is 31.5. What is the breadth of the rectangle? Area of the rectangle, length into breadth, let it be b. 31.5 for some time being, shall we write it as 63/2? Matladandi. And area of the rectangle must be equal to half the area of the circle, circle area, pi r square. And then 2 gets cancelled. 21 3 times 3 7 times 7 cancel, b is equal to 22. Yes, basically after writing this step you are done with the answer. Actually, right hand side, you know, whenever pi is involved, answer must be. So you know that right hand side number is 11 multiple. Left hand side numerator, first number 63, is it 11 multiple? Then second number b has to be 11 multiple, right? When you go to options, there is only one. Yes. You want me to explain this table? Sure? Everybody? Shall we start? 2 years hence, the respective ratio between A's age at that time, B's age at that time will be 5:9. A's age 3 years ago was 13 years less than B's age 6 years ago. A's age 13 years back was 13 less than B's age 6 years ago. Antena, come on. Minus 13 gets cancelled. From this, b minus a is equal to 6 years. Matladali. Who is elder? B. By how many years? Anytime it has to be 6 years, right? After 2 years also, B must be 6 years more than A. In terms, be 16 years. In terms of parts, 4 parts is equal to 16. 1 part. So, A's age after 2 years, 5 parts they said, 5 into 4. Matladandi. B's age will be 9 parts, 9 into 4. B will be 36 old after 2 years. Then to get percentage, do we have to add or subtract? Subtract. How many years? 2 years. Subtracted, you get 34. Yes. The other way is, when you were asked to calculate B's percentage, 9 parts. When will be B's age becomes 9 parts? When will be B's age after when will be B's age 36 years? After 2 years. 9 parts in the sense 9 multiple, right? If percentage is 34 after 2 years, is 36 9 multiple? That may be your answer already. The percentage is 36 after 2 years. Is 38 9 multiple? After 2 years, 9 multiple? After 2 years, 9 multiple? After 2 years, 9 multiple? Only one satisfying, that's fine. Yes. AB both start a small business with an investment of 3,500 and then 4,200 respectively. At the end of few months from the start of the business, A withdraw from the business completely. Yes, if the annual profit was divided between A and B in the respective ratio 5:12, then after how many months from the start of the business did A leave the business? Okay. A invested 3500, B invested 4200 from the beginning, correct? Matladali. And after some number of months, A left. So A is there in the business for, let us assume, X months, and then after that he left, correct? Now B is there from the beginning and he did not leave in between, so he'll be there for, and profit sharing ratio 5 by 12, 12 gets cancelled, 7 5 times 7 6 times 5 5, x is equal to. Now be careful with the question. After how many months from the start of the business A leave? This 6 months is the time period for which A is there in the business, correct? So I can say after 6 months A left. Antena? Right. B is 4 by 3 times as efficient as A. What is denominator? 3. Is B depends on A or A depends on B? B depends on A. So I'll start with A as 3 parts, then B becomes 4 parts. Is this clear? Right, continue. If A can complete 5/8 of the given task in 15 days, 5 parts work is done in 15 days. 1 part can be done in denominator. So 8 parts can be done in 24 days. So the time taken by A to complete the work is 24. Yes, right. What fraction of the same task would remain incomplete if B works on it independently for 10 days only? So B is working for how much time? B is working for how much time? Now, if the time taken by A is 24 days, can I say total work is equal to efficiency of A multiplied by time period of A? Come on. 3 into 24, how much is that? 72 parts is the total work. Yes. Now B per day can do how much work? Like that, B worked for how many days? That means 40 units of work is done out of, then remaining out of. So this much is remaining work only. 4 8 times, or otherwise cancellation with 8 8 8 4 by 9 work is entadi remaining. The question is about work done. B completed 40 units out of 72. We would write it as 5 by 9. The question is about remaining work, which is 4 by 9. Over the sum of dimensions of a room, length, breadth and height is 18, and its length, breadth, height are in the ratio 3:2:1 respectively. If the room is to be painted at the rate of 15 per square meter, what would be the total cost incurred on painting wall? Only the 4 walls of the room. Only 4 walls of the room. Antena adigindi? Matladandi. Right, we have to calculate, multiple options are there. 4 walls in the sense, the one which is to your left side is along with its length only, and opposite to you is the wall which is along with breadth side. Like that 4 walls we have, right? That means 2LH, 2BH, correct? The same we can write as 2H into L plus B multiplied by price per square meter, which is 15 rupees. Now, sum mentioned as 18, length, breadth, height, ratio mentioned as how many parts total? 6 parts is equal to 18, 1 part is equal to 3, 3 threes, which is length, 3 twos 6, 3 ones 3. Yes. What is height? What is height? 2H L plus B into, right, కరెక్ట్. మాట్లాడండి. Multiple options are there. What is 15 square? 225 into 6. 200 6 times 1200. 25 6 times 150. Both together మాట్లాడాలి 1350. Over. At 80% of its usual speed, a train of length L meters crosses a platform 240 meters long in 15 seconds. At its usual speed, the train crosses the vertical pole in 6 seconds. What is the length of L? L length calculate చేయమన్నారు అంతే కదా. In first case, it is traveling with what speed? Come on, 80% in the sense, if the original speed was 100%, now speed is 80%. Both are in the ratio. Come on. So if the speed ratio is 5:4, time ratio becomes 4:5. Now, whatever the information that we have here, whatever is the information that we have, is it in the first case or in the second case? Underlined information, is that about first case or the second case? Because it is traveling with reduced speed, right? That must be with 4-part speed only, right? In that case, what was the time taken? 5 parts original, and you know that 5 parts is equal to how much time? 15. Then 4 parts is equal to matladali 12 seconds. So now, with the original speed, time taken by the train to cross a platform is 12 seconds. Am I right? Am I right? And with the original speed, the time taken by the train to cross a pole is 6 seconds. Antena? మనకి ఫస్ట్ కేసులో ఎంత టైం వచ్చింది? 12 original speed. Now second case, how much is the time mentioned? With original speed only. How much is the time difference here? Why is there is 6 seconds difference? Because of platform length. Platform of length, that means, can I conclude in seconds, in 6 seconds, distance covered is 240 meters? Matladandi. Now the question is about value of L. What was L? Length of the train. To cover train length, how much time is it taking? That means in 6 seconds it will cover 240 meters only. So train length is equal to 6 seconds. In that time it will cover 240 meters. First option, final answer. Understood? Come on. In a class, the average weight of 60 boys is 64 and that of 75 girls is 70. After a few days, 60% of the girls and 30% of the boys leave. What would be the new average weight of the class in kgs? Assume that the average weight of the boys and girls remains constant throughout. Okay. Now, 60% of the girls are leaving. How many girls are already there? 75. 60% of them are leaving. Then how many are present? Come on. 40% calculated on 75 only. 10% double double. 10% double double. So there are 30 girls and their average mentioned as 70. Yes. 30% of the boys are leaving. Then what percent are staying? 70% calculated on 60 boys only, which is 6 into 7, 42. How many girls are there? How many girls are there? How many boys are there? Total. When we were asked to calculate average, that must be divided with 72 only. Now 42 boys are there. And what's their average? 64. Yes. This is one way. The other way is 70, 64. This one we need to calculate. And the ratio 6 5 times, 6 7 times. Five is to 7. 12 parts is equal to 6. 5 parts is equal to 2.5. This is 66.5. 7 parts is 3.5. Satisfied? 66.5 final answer. This is linear equation. You'll have to calculate 30 into 70, that is easy. But understanding 42 into 64 by 72, that's the problem. If you are good at simplifications, yes, definitely you can do it. Do you understand this alligation method? Come on. Especially this part is important. Boys average 70. Girls average 64. Now we were asked to calculate class average 66.5. That's what we have written. But that is what you are supposed to calculate. How many girls are there now? How many girls are there? 30 girls are there. 30 girls. How many boys are there? 42. So girls to boys ratio. What is the ratio? 30-42. 5 is 2. So here sum of these two from the ratio must be equal to difference of average of boys and girls. 70 and 64. What is the difference? Come on. Total sum of number of parts is? Matladandi. In terms of parts it is 12 parts. That must be equal to difference. So 12 parts is equal to 6. Then what is 1 part value? What is 1 part value? 5 parts. 7 parts. 3.5. This middle number is equal to the number 66 you add 2.5, or from 70 you subtract 3.5. Any case you get 66.5. Over. Jar A has 80 liters of mixture of A and B, milk and water in the respective ratio 5:3. Jar B, which had 20 liters of mixture of milk and water, was emptied into jar A, and as a result in jar A, the respective ratio of milk and water becomes 13:7. What was the quantity of water in jar B? Okay. Water adigar. Now we have jar A and then B. Everywhere we have milk and how much is the quantity that we have in jar A, and in which we have milk and water in the ratio 5:3. 8 parts, 80 liters. 5 parts, 3 parts. Now to this 20 liters of jar B content is also added. and in that finally the ratio between milk and water is 13:7, correct? In jar A, what is the total quantity? In jar B, both together 100. This 100 should have milk and water in the ratio 13:7 only. Total how many parts? 20 parts is equal to 100. Each part 5. 13 parts 65. 7 parts 35. That means in jar B 15 liters of milk we have and 5 liters of water. The question is about water in jar B, which is over. Basically after writing this quantity you are done. 50 and 30. What is total milk water component? Come on. That means both must be together 7 multiple, right? First option, how much is that? If you add 5 liters to 30, will that be 7 multiple? Second option, if 6 added. Third option, 1 added, 9 added, 10 added, over. A boat takes a total time of 8 hours to travel 64 kilometers upstream and the same distance downstream. The speed of the boat in still water is 3 times the speed of the current. What is the speed of the boat in still water? They said 3 parts, right? Underline చేసి చదవండి. Come again. I am not satisfied. Come again. Speed of the boat is how many times they said? Should be what multiple? Can it be first option, second, third, fourth, fifth? Like that, if you can eliminate 4 options, you are done. But you could eliminate only 2 options. Yes or no? Right. So now to cover 64 kilometers, man speed to stream speed ratio, they said 3:1. Upstream, m minus s, how many parts? Same 64 kilometers covered in downstream, m plus s, and the time mentioned as 8 hours. 2, 32, 4, 48 by p is equal to 8. P is equal to 48 by 8, which is 6. Question is about 3 parts, which is 18. Over. PQR have a certain amount of money with themselves. Q has 20% more than what P has. R has 1/6 of what Q has. Right, if PQR together have 240, how much money does R alone have? R alone, okay. Now there are 3 members, PQR. First statement, underline. Come on. ఇప్పుడు నా ఈగో సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వకపోతే మీరు ఏం చేయాలో మీకు ముందే తెలుసు కదా. ఏం చేయాలి? అప్పుడు కూడా సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వకపోతే మళ్ళీ చేయాలి కదా. దీని బదులు సాటిస్ఫై అయ్యేలాగా ఫస్ట్ టైం చదివేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? కమాన్. That means is Q depends on P or P depends on Q? Q depends on P. If P is 100%, Q becomes 120%, and then R has 1/6 of Q. 1/6 of this number, is it 1/6 more or 1/6 less or 1/6? 1/6, that is 20%. That means they both must be in the ratio. All 3, 5:6:1. How many parts? 12 parts is equal to each part. That means R is equal to, that's it. Done. The sum of a series of 5 consecutive odd numbers is 205. What is average here? For 5 numbers, sum is 205, right? Average in the sense divided by 5, which is equal to, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If all are consecutive odd numbers, average in the sense middle number only, which is equal to 41. The second lowest number of this series, second least place in the sense this one, right? Before 41, what odd number is there? 39 is 13 less than. 39 is 13 less than which number? 52 only? Come on. So 13 less than second highest number of another series of 5 consecutive even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 consecutive even numbers. This 39 is 13 less than this number. That's what they are saying. Correct? Then this number must be 13 more than 39, which is equal to 50. And all these numbers are consecutive even numbers. What is 50% of the second lowest number of the series of consecutive even numbers? So whatever number comes here, out of that we need to calculate 50%. Correct? Before 52, before that 50, 48, 24. This one table, should I explain? Sure. '56 onwards. What is required? Table. First you need to prepare the table. Yes? '61 onwards. '635. 6 we can write it as 2 into 3. 35 can be written as 5 into 7. Yes. 2 into 5. 3 into 7. So that is 10 and 21 is the combination. Factors are minus 10, minus 21 divided by, not required, right? Because even for y square equation also coefficient is 6. You don't have to bother about it. Next. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Other number 5 into 8. So now it is 3 into 5, 15, 2 into 8, 16, minus 15, minus 16. This number itself is sufficient to answer the question. Minus 15 lies in between. Relation cannot be established, because when you pick this x greater than y, if you pick this x less than y, greater than condition, less than condition, both we are getting, relation cannot be established. 4 into 27, 108. 108 can be written as 12 times of 9. Then factors are minus 9, minus 12 divided by 4. 3 into 20. 60 can be written as 5, 12 times only. Factors are minus 5, minus 12 divided by 3. minus 2 1 by 4 minus 3 minus 1 2 by 3 minus 4. Again same condition, right? In between condition, minus 3 lies in between minus 1 2 by 3 minus 4. Yes, answer. Relation cannot be established. 2 comma 3, that itself is a combination. Factors minus 2 minus 3 divided by 2, correct. 4 into 12, 48 can be written as 6 times of 8 minus 6 minus 8 divided by 4. Yes, minus 1 1 and a half minus 1 and a half minus 2. X greater than y equal to y, greater than y, greater than y. X is or equal to y, greater than or equal. Three comma 6, that itself is a combination. Minus 3 minus 6 minus 9, then factors are plus 3 plus 6 divided by coefficient of x square. Yes, 2 and 10 20 can be written as minus 4 into minus 5. Factors are plus 4 plus 5 divided by 2. 1 2 2 2.5. X less than or equal y. "99 can be written as 9 times of 11. Matladali. 9 into 2 18 and then 11. 18 11 sum 29. Satisfied? Factors are minus 18 minus 11 divided by 2. 3 into 24 72. 8 into 9 only. Factors are minus 8 minus 9 divided by 3. Minus 9 minus 5 and a half minus 2 2 by 3 minus 3. X is less than y. Yes, approximations. Division with 8, come on. 8 ones 36. 8 4 times 32 47 point something 48. 6 times 150% of 146, adding half of that number only. Half of 146 73, both together 219 plus 19 square 361, both together 580 is equal to 29 into x. Then x is equal to divided by 29. Answer 20. Over. Matladali. 3 into 4 12, 12 gets cancelled. 11 11 5 5 gets cancelled. 8 goes to the other side. Already we have 295 into, can we treat this number as 300 minus 5? 300 8 times 2400 minus 5 into 8 40. 40 subtracted from 2400. 2 3 60. Approximate. First option. 25 into 16. Matladali. 4 25s, 8 25s, 16 25s. మీ పాడే మీరు 100కి ఎన్ని పార్టికల్ ఉంటాయి? 8 పార్టికల్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? 12 ఉంటాయి. దయచేసి మీరు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పని వాళ్ళు మీరు గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ అని బయట వాళ్ళకి చెప్పకండి. నాలంటాడైతే సర్టిఫికేట్ చూపించని అంటారు. How many 25s are there? 16. 16 in the sense 4 times, right? 4 25s will give you 100. Again 4 times we have. That means 400 divided by 20. How much is that? 20. 400 by 20. X square plus 20 is equal to this fellow. 20 goes to the other side. That becomes 729. X square is 729. X is equal to 27. 12 square into 12 into 12, I will write like this, 9 into 9. Continuous division symbol. Both the numbers comes in denominator. 18 into 1.5. Can I write it as 3 by 2? 3 by 2. 2. 9 times. 9 9 gets cancelled. 3 how many times? 12 into 12. 144 3 times. 144 3 times. 143 times 420 plus 12 432. Which option? Third option. Yes. What is this fellow? 185 into 12 plus 1064 divided by 15. Come on, 15. 7 times 105. And then one more time. Antena? Yes. 185 12 times in the sense, can I take 10 times plus 2 times plus 71? మాట్లాడండి. 9 1 2 2 2291. Approximate. Fourth option.